What's up, ladies and gents? My name is Malcolm, also known as Beta, and today I bring you guys a different video than what you're used to seeing on my channel. Usually when you come to my YouTube channels for gameplay walkthroughs, full playthroughs, and the occasional let's play, but today I decided to do not really like I guess a special video. Well, yeah, this is a special video on The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt because, ladies and gents, today, May 19th, is the 5th anniversary of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, my personal favorite game of all time. It was my game of the year for 2015. I personally believe that it's the best game this generation, and I decided to do just a video like an hour long, just going through the world of The Witcher 3, just clean up some quests and whatnot. Even though I did start this game, we did, I think, what, my 6th or 7th playthrough of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt after I watched the Witcher Netflix show twice. So I think towards the end of December or the beginning of January. No, it was the end of December because I started my new walkthrough at the beginning of January. So yeah, I was just on Christmas vacation for 2019 after watching the Witcher TV show, which I love so much. Freaking shout out to Henry Cavill, the dude's a badass motherfucker. Like, he did Geralt pretty well. And I did my 6th or 7th playthrough of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, the main storyline. Then I played through Hearts of Stone, but I didn't have enough time to play through Blood and Wine, and I do have some side quests to clean up and whatnot. So yeah, this isn't going to be an analytical video of going through like all the design choices and whatnot. The Witcher 3, I just want to do a 5-year later video of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. You know, it's my favorite game of all time. I'm just in the mood to play it. You know, I just want to play it and just show it off. It's a weird thing to say, but I'm like, I don't know. Like, this is like, in my personal opinion, the best game ever for me, personally. So I just wanted to play this game. Like, this game is fucking awesome. Excuse my French. It's so sexy right now, but it's true. So yeah, here we are. Like I said, this is not an analytical video. I'm gonna give, I'm gonna, of course, run through, giving my thoughts and whatnot, and some things that CD Projekt Red could have done better for this game. But overall, this game is a 10 out of 10, and each of the expansions are pretty much like 9s and 10s in my personal opinion. So yeah, before we get started with this video, ladies and gents, if you guys could please leave a like on this video. If you guys like what you saw, please subscribe for more content. It helps with the channel a lot. Also, when you do subscribe, make sure you click that little bell next to the subscribe button so you can start receiving notifications when I post videos, or go live with a live stream. Please share my channel and my videos to all your friends, family, cats, and dogs, and whoever who not. And you guys can all follow me on Twitter at Baytuh, Baytuh, and I also have a Patreon page. If you guys could please go over there, donate starting at the $2 tier so I can keep making some cool shit snats over here at this youtube.com/Baytuh. That is patreon.com/Baytuh, Baytuh. Also, if you guys don't have a Patreon page, or you do not want to use Patreon but you have a PayPal account, I also have a PayPal account you can donate to. That is paypal.me/Baytuh, Baytuh. And without further ado, ladies and gents, let's get started. Alright, here we are. This is where I actually left off of like four months ago, I think. 5 months ago, I would say. Oh, Jesus, hold on. Let me see if I got the controls down packed. There we are. Jump and whatnot. I totally forgot. I am playing this on the OG Xbox One. I totally forgot how long the load screens are. Oh yeah, I should have gave you guys the backstory with me, The Witcher. I did a walkthrough of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt already on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Baytuh, Baytuh. It's about 60 videos long. You can check that out. I did that back in 2015. I also did a full gameplay walkthrough of The Witcher 3 Hearts of Stone. I forgot how many videos that was, probably like 8 or something like that. And of course, I did a full gameplay walkthrough of Witcher 3 Blood and Wine when it came out in 2017. No, 16 or 17. I'm thinking it was 16, right? Because that's the year of Final Fantasy 15, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, I did do a full gameplay walkthrough of that. You guys can check all that out on my YouTube channel. So yeah, I'm basically just going to run around, get into some combat, do some missions, and just reminisce and be so freaking sad that I wish I could just forget this game. You know what I mean, ladies and gents? Like, there are a few games I wish I could just forget and just experience it again, because I remember when Witcher 3 was coming out, when it was announced, I think about a few months, before that, I did a walkthrough of Witcher 2, Assassins of Kings, Enhanced Edition. That's my biggest walkthrough on my channel, over 2 million views. Thank you so much for the love and support. But I remember leading up to the Witcher 3, I could not stay away from that game, anything. Like, I would spoil myself with anything that had to do with the Witcher. If it's like, I read the wiki, I never read the books, but I know what happens in the books and whatnot, and how they differ and who nots and whatnots. But yeah, I read the wiki of The Witcher, got all caught up with The Witcher, like the characters and whatnot. I played through The Witcher 2 again. I can't play The Witcher 1. I guess I could right now. My PC is, a little trash, but I read every single interview, even interviews that were translated from Polish. I watched every single interview, just digest every freaking piece of content of The Witcher 3 before it came out. Like, every little thing. I watched that 35-minute gameplay demo that CG Product Red put out. I think, hey, where you going, dude? Butthole. I watched that 35-minute gameplay demo that CG Product Red put out. Was it right after E3, I think? Like, man, I watched the Downwarn mission, doing the spirits ladies of the wood mission and whatnot. So freaking good, so good.
Giddy up.
Hold on, what save file am I even on? I actually gotta look at this. Because this is actually my save file right here. Is the big save file that it did my first, I think, 6 playthroughs. No, my first 5 playthroughs of The Witcher 3 on. I New Game Plus it like a lot.
Move it.
But I was so obsessed with The Witcher 3, ladies and gents. During my gameplay walkthrough of The Witcher 3 back in 2015, I think I was up to the point before you beat the game, the Sunstone mission, I think. And I decided to do another playthrough of The Witcher 3 alongside of, God, the soundtrack is freaking awesome. But I decided to do another playthrough alongside of my first playthrough to romance Yennefer. That's it. Right in the middle of a walkthrough too. I was like, okay, I'm gonna start a new game. Just play through the game again. After I got done beating those 2 games, I think Hearts of Stone came out. But before Hearts of Stone came out,
the way you knights talk, especially how you switch back and forth between flowery and, well, near normal.
We are knights errant, in the service of her gracious magnificence. When we appear in her name or speak on her behalf, we are bound by tradition.
so yeah, even before Hearts of Stone came out, I used to just log on to The Witcher 3 and just go get all of the question marks up in Skellige to get a lot of gold or orans. No, is it orans or crowns? Crowns. Before Hearts of Stone came out, so I could get all of the money I need in the world. Same thing before with Blood and Wine came out. Then when Hearts of Stone came out, Then when Hearts of Stone came out, ladies and gents, there was a glitch I ran into, and I didn't do a manual save, which I should have before this mission started. It was when you were going to the auction house, and you could talk to this one lady who knew Vesemir, and she and Vesemir had like a thing and whatnot, and she was selling a piece of gear. It's actually this gear I have on right now. Pretty much Geralt's Kaer Morhen gear, but it's like the, I guess, Black Edition, the darker edition. It's actually called the Viper, which is a weird name for it. Yeah, Viper armor. But the thing is, the game glitched and she only had 1 armor piece. And I already bought it and continued through the mission. I had no autosaves to go back. Because for some odd reason, I decided to delete all of my autosaves. So what I did, ladies and gents, I'm like, okay, let me beat Hearts of Stone. And I'm like, fuck it. My 4th playthrough, let me just replay The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt and Hearts of Stone again so I could get this armor piece, or this armor set. Whoop. I mean, you gotta admit, it's freaking baller. This is my favorite armor in the game, followed by the School of the Bear, the
Hobnailed
cat.
boots, multiple sets of prints. Ducal guard, clearly. Let's see where they went.
Yeah, so I would say this
Walked
Caramoran
along the shoreline.
Viper set is my favorite. Then Bear, Cat, then Wolf, then Griffin. I don't really like the Griffin piece. Oh yeah, then Manicore. I would say Manicore is probably... oh. My dogs are barking out there.
Careful.
Oh.
How long you gonna make me wait?
So I forgot, when did I do my 5th playthrough? I forgot. Oh god, I forgot this mother effer. They blow up.
Drawn here by the smell of blood. Let's keep looking.
I can't tell you how many times I've died from those freaking rot fiends or whatever they're called. So many times. I totally forgot. When did I do my 5th playthrough of The Witcher 3? I think, was it before Blood and Wine or after Blood and Wine? No, I think it was after Blood and Wine. Then I decided to do my 5th, and it was going to be my final playthrough of The Witcher 3. Because I think it was, yeah, it's before the Xbox One X came out. I honestly wanted to do my final playthrough on the best, console there is to get the best quality and whatnot in 4K, but I didn't have the money, or I didn't have the TV, so I don't have a PC either. I mean, I would have done it on PC. Don't have a good PC.
Anything taken by the current ends up in these shallows.
Yes, the stench is fierce.
But yeah, my 5th playthrough of The Witcher 3 was going to be my final one. I did that for Hearts of Stone. I mean, yeah, I did Wild Hunt, Hearts of Stone for the 2nd time, I think, or the 3rd time, and then Blood and Wine for the 2nd time. So I just round it all up. It get freaking sad and depressed because I'm like, ah, man. I wonder, have you guys ever just felt sad just when you just beat a game? Not like sad, but it's just like, oh man, it's over. Like, that sucks. That's me with The Witcher 3. I'm just like, oh man, like, this game's just so amazing. I just, like, if I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I know everyone poo-poos microtransactions and whatnot in the gaming industry, and gamers do. I would not mind if CG Projekt Red decided to put out one mission for like $3. I would buy that in a freaking heartbeat.
Blood. Guardsmen pulled these
Like,
nets
they
out of the
know how to do
water
missions
and cut
good.
the mutilated body free. Gonna dive in, make sure they didn't miss anything. Only blood-soaked scraps left of the victim's clothing. Good quality cloth.
A wealthy victim, correct?
Looks it.
But yeah, real talk, I honestly would have paid like $2 per mission. Freaking Dead or Alive style, ladies and gents. Just to give me a reason to come back into this
Look at
world.
the rut. Guardsmen left this site by boat recently, probably to transport the body somewhere.
Because if I'm not mistaken, let me. Yeah, I'm gonna switch over to this. Not now, but this save soon. This save right here I did of Shears and Witches I sing or whatever. That save is the save that, like I said, I did my 5 playthroughs of The Witcher 3 or 6 or whatever. I honestly forgot. All I know is I'm over 500 hours in The Witcher 3 1 hunt. And that save slot, ladies and gents, I've done every single mission in the game. Every single side mission, contract, main mission, whatever. Every single mission I could find in The Witcher 3, I did every single one of them. And I cleared that every single question mark in Velen, Novigrad, White Orchard, Toussaint, but not Skellige. The reason why most of those question marks of Skellige, they are very, annoying. So all they are, they're just treasure chests. And they're all scattered around too. Uh-oh. Gotta go above before I freaking drown. Oh, hold on.
See. A noble's accessory, clearly. Be nice to know where they took the corpse.
What now?
This isn't the site of the murder. We know that. Current brought the body here. Corpse got caught in the nets. Guardsmen pulled it out, put it in a boat and took it somewhere. Need to find out where. I'd like to look at the corpse before it starts to decompose.
The inn. Its patrons must have seen the guardsmen, which direction they took. We should ask there.
Seems we've got ourselves an audience.
You think this surprising? The locals will tell the children of children they do not have yet, of the day a quartered corpse was pulled from the river.
One thing. Found a handkerchief in the water. Monogrammed DLC. Mean anything to you?
Delacroix? It cannot be. Was it he the beast slew?
Seems so. Knew him well?
Long past. We were close friends once, but our paths diverged. He was a man of extremes, standing by his companions no matter the odds, fighting his foes to the bitter end.
Foes? You have a lot of them?
He did, but I do not see what that has to do with the beast. Ah, Geralt, you've struck a raw nerve. Memories of a time long past, to which I'd rather not return now.
I understand. We can talk later. Let's go to the tavern.
I shall have to leave you soon. Return to court.
Barely got back to Toussaint.
A knight in the service of Her Illustrious Highness knows no rest. In fact, I'd feared I would return too late to fulfill my duty. Yet it seems I've arrived in the nick of time.
Yeah, sorry, ladies and gents. It feels like I'm just gushing about The Witcher 3 right now. I can't help myself. I really do love this game. Like, this game gets me hyped for Cyberpunk 2077. I do have my worries and whatnot about Cyberpunk. Like, I think it's going to be an amazing game, but I just feel like my worries with Cyberpunk 2077 is going to be the gameplay, the actually gunplay.
Once you have finished examining the corpse, be sure to report to Anarietta.
Anarietta?
Her Grace, the Duchess. I forget myself at times. We address each other by our first names in private. Never in Pomrin's presence, however. He finds such familiarity offensive. A watering hole for traders, smugglers, boatmen. But you will find no better crayfish chowder in all Toussaint.
Toussaint. But yeah, the only thing I'm a little concerned about Cyberpunk is like the gunplay part of the game. Because CT, they're really used to sword fighting, third person hacking slash type, like Witcher 2 and Witcher 3 and Witcher 1. Like, hopefully it's going to be better than Deus Ex and Mankind Divided and Human Revolution. Like, watch gameplay of those two games and you could tell, like, man, It's first-person cyberpunk. It's a first-person shooter cyberpunk game. It's just like, oh my god. Like, I want the gameplay of that, the gunplay of Cyberpunk 2077 to feel good like Doom or something. You know what I mean?
By my troth, could that be the musty scent of fresh pate?
Naught else, Sir de Peyrac Peyran. I see time has not dulled your senses.
We would be honored if you would join us. Your companion as well.
But why do I not detect even a whiff of crayfish chowder?
No soup today, on account of there being no crayfish. I reckon you've not heard, but all I caught was a corpse. I awoke at the crack of dawn, as I do each day, but when I looked up, I beheld a blood-red sky.
This corpse is precisely why we're here. For the man whom you've invited to join you at the table was summoned from a far-off land by her gracious magnificence. He is tasked with tracking and killing the beast.
We invited 2 men to join us, yet since Sir de Peyrac Peyran in temperament is more akin to hare than hound, I surmise the other is the hunter. With whom do we have the pleasure?
Name's Geralt.
A humble introduction. You've clearly not tarried long with Sir de Peyrac Peyran.
Spare us the petty insults. Geralt is a master of the witchering trade. He has questions concerning the beast's last victim.
I was the one to find the corpse. The sun had just risen when I awoke, sat straight up in my bed, looked out the window, and beheld a sky red as blood.
Ask Geralt, please, or we shall be here till winter.
Need to examine the body. Know where they took it?
They ferried it across, then loaded it on a cart and hauled it to a cellar at Corvo Bianco to keep it cool, see?
What? Why, Corvo Bianco is Baron Russell's estate. When he learns they've turned his cellar into a morgue, he'll set his hounds on them.
While you were gallivanting about the north, his vineyard was auctioned off.
Who was that? Woman who just left. Didn't see her before. Didn't notice her walk in either.
Doubtless Linnis, the innkeep's daughter. But hold, Geralt, because this is an outrage. Russell's vineyard was auctioned off? Inconceivable.
It is no secret the Baron had gambling debts up to his ears. It finally came time to collect. His creditors auctioned off his property. The Ducal Chancellery bought it, in fact. Russell now bunks with his brother in Vicofaro.
I told Russell he'd get his comeuppance. How long can one throw on past heroics? His creditors must finally have defined that his promises meant nothing.
Such are the times. Today's knights are pale shadows of the heroes of yore.
It's true what they say. God sent the beast to punish us for straying from the old paths.
Thanks for the hospitality. Time I examined the corpse.
Corvo Bianco lies a short way from here, near the tourney grounds. Just follow the road and you'll arrive.
Not coming with? Oh yeah, duty of some sort calls.
Some sort? Her Grace bestowed a great honor on me, even before we departed for Velen. I'm to play the hare during this year's game in the palace gardens. When you see me in my costume, you will wet yourself laughing.
A little tempted to ask a few questions, but it sounds like a long, complicated story. One involving lengthy digressions into local history and tradition. So, see you later, Milton, and good luck.
Alright. I'll probably finish up this mission and then just bounce and go to whatchamacallit? Part of Velen or whatever. Excuse me, sorry. Can't find my way out. I wonder. You know, we're talking about Witcher today, ladies and gents. 5th anniversary of The Witcher 3. My favorite game of all time. Best game of this generation. Yada, yada, yada. I wonder if The Witcher 3 would have came out in 2020 or even when heavy contenders, game of the year, game of the generation contenders in 2018, God of War and Red Dead Redemption 2. If Witcher 3 would have came out that year in 2018 or in 2020, even 2019, would it have won game of the year or been the game of generation conversation or be even people's favorite game of all
Sounds like a
time?
Fight. Have to hurry.
But do you know what I mean, ladies and gents? Oh, I already know what's about to come up. Hold on. Do I have black blood on me? Oh no, I need vampire oil. Not black blood, my bad. Wait, yeah, I need black blood too. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have taken it now, but we're gonna run. Because, I played through The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, like I said earlier, late 2019, Christmas break. And the game still has a lot of issues.
Damn it. Killer must still be here.
Like, the game
Throat torn open
still...
by man-like jaws.
It's optimized fine. It's not 100% perfect optimization. I still ran into a lot of problems, a lot of frame rate problems, crashes, stutters, missions just breaking. But I'm wondering, like, were we forgiving of this game when it came out in 2015? What do you guys think? Let me prepare. I already know what I'm fighting. Alright. Sorry for that transition. My dogs are barking. Okay, we got vampire oil on here. Do I have diamond meridian? Oh no, moon dust. That's what I want. Let's switch out with dancing star, shall we? Oh, diamond meridian was the one that... I want moon dust, I think. Alright, say that one more time. One more time. Oh.
In the cellar. Gotta be. Footprints. Small, bare feet lead deeper into the cellar. You. Saw you at the inn. I know what you are. Don't know why you killed these people, though. Clearly wasn't for their blood. We don't have to fight.
You are wrong. I cannot let you leave.
Oh my god. Oh. Hang on. Oh my god. the girl used in the trailer? Freaking Arn? There we go. Bitch. Great. Ah, we're both stunned. I used up all my freaking moon dust too. Let's see. Hard.
Killed all these men to get to the body. What was she doing at the table, though?
You.
Stinks. Waterlogged. Both hands amputated. Body was quartered just as I thought. Laid in water for some time. Head swollen, and something took a few bites out of it. Something in the throat. A pouch, bulging with coins. Nilfgaardian florins, from several different provinces. If the murderer did this, means we're dealing with a sentient thinking beast. Body was chopped up after death. Blows struck with great force, but bones sliced through, not crushed. Creature that killed him had long claws, sharp as a witcher's blade. First sank its claws into the victim's heart. No Bruxa did this. Third hand. A spare? Except it's clearly not the victim's. Guardsmen must have not noticed it as they picked everything up. How's this possible? Still warm. Blood still flowing? Several monster species can regenerate. Never heard of that happening to their severed limbs, though. Or of their limbs seeming completely alive after so much time. Examine the tissue more closely later. Might learn something. So, murderer was clearly a monster, but not a Bruxa. But then why'd the Bruxa come here for the severed hand? And who does the hand belong to? Why the hell's it still warm? Now, pouch shoved down the victim's throat. What's the significance? And why was he chopped up into pieces? Lots of questions, no answers so far. Need to know about the other victims. I'll ask Palmerin to get me in to see the Duchess.
So yeah, like I was said before, I was rudely interrupted by myself. I honestly really do wonder if we would still gush and love The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt as much, and the game would still score 10s and 9s as much as it did if it came out in 2018 or 2020. Because looking back at this game, it's a well-made game, masterpiece game. I still think it's a 10 out of 10. But like I said, playing it in December, I did have a lot of issues with crashing, some quests just messing up and whatnot, frame rate problems. I'm just like, man. And even like after, playing God of War, another, sword hack and slash type game, even Hellblade for that matter. I know a lot of people, when The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt first came out, people complained about the gameplay. The combat really wasn't all that. And I'm like, I really like the combat. It's like, it's nice, floating and whatnot. Precise, not precise isn't the right word. But it felt good. But after like playing God of War and even Hellblade, something that does have more precision in your strikes and whatnot, I kind of agree that probably the gameplay, the combat doesn't hold up as much, but everything else in this game most certainly does. Like, it seriously does. I mean, heck, I personally think that Ubisoft's Assassin's Creed Odyssey was trying to be like a Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Like it had, I mean, it kind of started with Origins, but not on the massive scale as Odyssey. Because Odyssey had the different dialogue choices, your story. I'm using quotes, air quotes right now, that your choices matter and whatnot to like a hefty degree. And when you play Assassin's Creed Odyssey, it's just like, no, like I was expecting like your choices to actually matter to the degree like they are in The Witcher 3. Like if you screw up or kill this person or did not do this, it could really screw up your story, your progression of you getting an ending or wanting to see a character and whatnot. In Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I would say your choices really don't matter until the final part. If you want to kill spoilers for Assassin's Creed Odyssey, if Demos, your brother Alexios, I play as Cassandra, lives and he becomes he's not under the cult of Cosmos control anymore, and if your mom survives, that's about it.
What's going on there?
Other than that, just really nothing hefty. I mean, the first island that you're on, I can't really pronounce it, Calethio or whatever. I guess you could choose to save those people who are sick or kill or have them killed because they're sick with a virus or whatever. And if you decide to kill the people who are trying to kill them, that island becomes poison and whatnot. But it really doesn't matter. You just see like a couple of people coughing. You can still buy shit and do quests there. It's just like it doesn't have that hefty toll like The Witcher 3. Like, man, I think I already did this quest. I think. Because this is probably one of my favorite contracts in the game. Let me see. Hey, dum boo double baby bumble. Yeah. I think I already did this quest. It's a quest in Skellige, a contract in Skellige that you have to deal with the lighthouse. And this lighthouse and this island in Skellige, it's always raining. It's always pouring down raining. And you have to figure out what the hell is going on. And it's caused by this lighthouse. I'm like, oh my God, that's really cool. Something that's affecting the whole island, messing everything up to that degree. Like, man, I still have yet, and I played majority of AAA games this generation. I would say 98% of them, except for the ones on Nintendo Switch. I haven't played Breath of the Wild. I know how many people love Breath of the Wild. I know a lot of people say that game's going to be revolutionary. I'm like, I haven't seen anything yet. But anyways, I have yet to play a video game, ladies and gents, that has had the level of storytelling and characterization and the world building and the world and just the music. It's just everything that just mashes together since The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. That's including like Batman Arkham Knight. I love Origins and Odyssey. Origins is my favorite game, Assassin's Creed game. Odyssey I loved. You know, I love Uncharted 4, but it's just like none of these games just hit on the, what the hell? Oh God, these things? Oh. But yeah, none of them just hit on the level of Witcher 3. Like, nothing has come close yet. And I'm not one of these people who on Twitter you'll see like, hey, after playing this amazing game that's a masterpiece, one of my favorite games of all time, has every game just felt like of lesser quality? I'm like, no. Even though, isn't that kind of what I'm saying right now? I mean, it's not, right? I just feel like nothing has hit the level of quality of The Witcher 3 for me. Well, I guess that is kind of what I'm saying. I don't know, it's weird. Like the quests, like some of these quests are just freaking, they're amazing. God, Jesus. I forgot, did I use Arden with these guys? But yeah, oh yeah, you do. What the, oh man, I got the darn shell. freaking hate centipedes. I hate bugs. I remember at my old house, like freaking, what, like 13 years ago, I had to deal with centipedes crawling all over my house during summer. I'm like, why? It happened like 3 summers in a row. I'm like, what the hell? That and huge black ants on my roof when I was a kid. I'm like, oh my god, freaking Texas. Wouldn't be surprised if I saw a dragonfly with a fucking horse's face in this damn state. Not lying. We got some rare ass bugs down here. No lie. But yeah, there are some things I believe that CG Projekt Red. There are things that I felt like it could have been better in The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Like I said, still think it's a 10 out of 10. But, you know, hindsight, looking back, I do agree that I'm not saying that this game is poorly optimized. I think it's really, you know, it's optimized pretty darn good. But like I said, ran into crashes and frame rate problems. And I am playing on OG Xbox One. I do think I mean, this is, I guess, I don't know, pet peeve. Not really a pet peeve, but I do feel like there are way too many question marks in this game that just lead to just treasures that really don't matter. I mean, I got a lot of those question marks. I just sold all that crap because, if I'm not mistaken, the best gear in the game is the Witcher school items. Like the School of the Bear, Cat, Griffin, and whatnot. Like, that's the best gear in the game. And I just straight up sold all the treacherous crap. But yeah, I feel like there's way too many question marks, and a lot of them. The Fallout problem, what I have a Fallout problem with, the problem I have with Fallout is that a lot of the waypoints and, you know, like the new areas you find and the fast travel points, they're way too close to each other. In this instance, all the question marks and the fast travel points are a little bit too close to each other. I'm glad. I forgot when the CG Projekt Red did this. Was it in 2016 or 17 that they just totally redid the UI, the inventory? I'm not gonna lie, I totally forgot what it looked like before this. Now I'm just so used to this. This looks nice and clean and sexy, but before it wasn't. It was a jumbled, garbled mess. But yeah, I would say that's like the only things that I felt like that can be better. I guess gameplay, yeah. But the combat isn't, you know, as amazing as I thought it was when it came out in 2015, but it's still good, like really freaking good, and I really do enjoy it. But yeah, I can see that the game, the combat could have been better. Hopefully, whenever The Witcher 4 comes out in like, I don't know, 2028, after what Cyberpunk 2077 2, the combat would be, I don't know. Do I want it more like God of War or like Hellblade, or more like camera backed out third person? I have no freaking clue. All right, let's fast travel to Velhan. Nope. Because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, if I keep like talking and like playing through, I would seriously like just play through all of Blood and Wine right now, but I unfortunately do not have the time. Other walkthroughs coming up in the coming days, this week actually.
What's that you're muttering?
Oh yeah, these loading screens, definitely long. Oh yeah, another thing that has really bothered me in The Witcher 3, I feel like on console, doesn't it like, it rains constantly, and I don't know why, and it irks me. I'm like, God, this game is it's so pretty to look at, and it just rains constantly. Like, yeah, sometimes I like to play this game when it's raining, or when it's raining inside of the game, but I want to see the pretty visuals just pop, you know what I mean? I know I'm saying you know what I mean, like I'm Naruto with Boruto, you know, but what can you do when I come for you? I'm a bad boy, what? Alright, what are we doing here? I don't know, let's just write it around. Let's go to Novigrad. I think I did everything around here. Missions. Oh, nope, fast travel. I'm about to set up a waypoint. But yeah, let's get into, like I said, this is not a really analytical video. I'm just giving you guys my overall, you know, TLDR thoughts on The Witcher 3. It's still my favorite game of all time, despite all the problems and issues I just brought up and whatnot. My God, this game is still amazing. But yeah, let's talk about music. And in the comment section down below, everyone list your. I mean, I'm probably gonna write this out as my pinned comment, but what's your guys' top 3 favorite songs of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt? That's including Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine, of course. Because mine is actually Corinthiar, that soundtrack. It's When You Face Corinthiar, the Wild Hunt guy. It's a song from the is it called it's the Elder Blood trailer, the Witcher 3 Elder Blood trailer. It's that song. It's So You're Immortal from Hearts of Stone, and like the May Toussaint theme song. Those are my top favorite songs in this game. But every time, God, definitely when that You're Immortal song kicks in while I'm fighting. His name's not Vlad. I totally forgot his name. I remember someone said, like, hey, he looks like David Beckham. I'm like, huh. I'm sorry if my voice is like cracking right now. I haven't drunk any water. Oh, missed. Gotcha. Okay, I love them. What's everyone running? What, you guys never see the freaking person get their body split in half while riding a horse? But yes, hearing that Your Immortal theme song kicking. Do, 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 do. Oh my god, it's so freaking. That song slaps, as the hip kids say, even though I'm just 25, so I guess I'm still a kid. That song and the main Toussaint song, it's a song that plays during the Toussaint trailer or the teaser for The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt came out for Blood and Wine. Da, da, na, 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 na. I'm like, hearing that, just listen to that when I'm just chilling on my bed. Like, oh man. God, the music in this game is just phenomenal. Alright, hold on. I hate the raid. Let me see if I can. Whoop, don't want to do that. Nope, still don't want to do that. I have to like meditate like 4 freaking times. Glassy skies above. Shout out to you, Tokyo Ghoul. I don't know how you botched that freaking last season. There we go. There we go. Come on, Roach, let's go. So yeah, other questions I like to pose. What is everyone's top 3 favorite quests in The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt?
Move it.
It could be a quest line that matches up with another quest line too, if you want to. Like, I'm trying to think of one that makes sense. Like the Bloody Baron quest line that it matches up with Ladies of the Wood quest. Like they both go hand in hand with each other. I was saying my favorite quest in the game is Bloody Baron. Like I feel like that's like everyone's favorite quest. One of their favorite quests in the game. I would say Bloody Baron. Oh my god, this is hard. This is actually really difficult. Bloody Baron. Shite. I want to say like all of freaking Hearts of Stone. Like seriously, like Hearts of Stone is legitimately one of the best pieces of DLC ever. I highly recommend everyone to play it. It's awesome. Dr. Odem is one of the best villains ever. He really is.
Go.
Even though he's super OP, you can still beat him. And I feel like people still, like years later, can't figure out who Gontar Odem is. Is he a demon? Is he the devil of the Witcher universe? Is he the god of the Witcher universe? Who knows? I think he's a devil of the Witcher universe. Yeah, well, man, I probably should have said that question. Because Christ, I cannot think of it. Like I said, Bloody Barons 1. You know what? I'm gonna cheat. The Bloody Baron questline that merged that into the Ladies of the Woods since they both match. Also included the whole girl going back to Kaer Morhen. And you get to see freaking Etzel and Lambert. Haven't seen them since The Witcher 1. That's awesome. Oh, shoot. How can I forget? The waifu, the best bae in the whole entire Witcher universe. Hashtag Team Trish. Triss. If you choose anyone else, dislike this video. Actually, leave a like, then leave. Because how dare you? Freaking betrayer. Well, yeah, that whole entire quest line when you meet Triss, then you get to dance with her and have that moment with her and kiss her. Like, oh my god, so it's so awesome. Like I said, like I played. Let's see, I don't know how many. There's been a lot of games, ladies and gents, that have come out since The Witcher 3 that's had like multiple dialogue choices and quest line. I mean, the biggest one I think most people would come to or example of would be Assassin's Creed Origins and Odyssey. It's just like none of them just can't touch it. You just can't touch this game. It's perfectly written. It doesn't feel out of place. It feels like every conversation you have with the character, every moment, it's for a purpose and it matters. So yeah, I would say that's my favorite quest, top 3 quests in The Witcher 3 100. Bloody Baron, pair that with Ladies of the Wood. I know I'm cheating. When you go to Novigrad and meet Trish and do all her quests. And I totally forgot the third one. I'm not gonna lie, I totally forgot the third one. What did I just say? Christ. Ow. Really, dude? So no one likes you guys. Let's see, what else? What else? Like I said, I really didn't have a plan when I decided to just hit record and do this video. Like I said, not an analytical video like my Halo Infinite wishlist video. Like I took like a couple days to cobble stuff together to make that video. This is just, I just wanted to come back to this world of The Witcher and just gush about how amazing this game is. Like, so awesome. 5 years later, still, it's freaking awesome. Masterpiece quality, for the most part. Oh, one of the things I feel like CJ Projekt Red are masters at, and I feel like anyone who makes an open world, multi-region like game like this, like Assassin's Creed Odyssey or Origins, and Daniel Dwyer, who runs NoClip, he did an interview and whatnot with CD Projekt Red, and I should have tweeted at him or emailed him to ask him a question. And the question was going to be, or for CD Projekt Red, it was going to be, how did they decide to choose the music for each section of this game, or each region for this game? Even in Novigrad, like, oh yeah, I love this theme song too, which I have no idea what it's called. Isn't it called like something The Witcher?
Take it easy.
Totally forgot. But yeah, like pretty much this song right here plays on the outskirts of Novigrad. Then when you get into Novigrad, it's the Novigrad theme song that we've all heard, like dun 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 dun, like it's that song. But then when you get into the hierarchy of Novigrad, the song, the theme song is totally changed. Like they totally changes into a more royalty like, if I would like to say. Then when you go into the more poor district, which is, God, I totally forgot. What is it called again? Whoop, didn't mean to do that. When you go into the more poor district, it's not that hard. It's over here. What is it called? Well, let me go and run past it. But when you go over there, the theme song for Novigrad changes again to a more sneaky, dark thievery type song starts to play. And it's incredible because I never would have thought, even when you go to different parts of Skellige, like there's an overall theme for Skellige. It's the one that we all heard, which I love that song as well. But when you go to different villages, like that song changes up. When you even go to different regions, parts of Skellige, islands of Skellige, the theme song, the theme changes. And I honestly would like to know, like, what was the line of thinking behind that? To have, I mean, God, the freaking Narrows, that's what it's called. This area. There we go. But yeah, I would honestly would like to know, like, what was the line of thinking that CG Projekt Red went through to have different songs for different parts of the same region play and have a different distinct feeling. Like the song that's playing right now, ladies and gents, for the Narrows, it fits the theme of this, you know, the poor district. But when you go to the merchant area and kind of the seaport area of Novigrad, and it plays that dun 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 theme song, I'm like, oh, it fits. Like it's bustling, people are around buying crap. But then when you go to the more hierarchy of Novigrad, the theme song changes again, or towards Temple Isle, like the theme song changes again to more rich. I was about to say not perceptive, but more rich, like wealthy theme song. You know what I mean? Sorry if I'm not making any sense. Because one of the things I fell in love with The Witcher 3 right off the bat was the music. Like, I'm a music connoisseur, if that's a thing. Like, I love music from video games, anime, movies, TV shows, and whatnot. Like, let's do random battle music on YouTube. It's so freaking awesome, man. The music really, I wouldn't say music really makes or breaks a game for me, but when I judge a video game, like music is part of it. Like I judge a video game on characters, story, the world, the gameplay and whatnot, the systems, the mechanics, the fluidity of the game, the technicality of the game, if it runs well, and also music. Music to me is a huge part of video games and a huge part of my life. But yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just running around right now. I didn't have a plan when I came to Novigrad. I just wanted to run around. Hold on, how's my beard? It's pretty good. Hold on, is this a guy in the barbershop who's drunk when you decide to pay for a haircut?
Looking for a barber? Well, you found one. Welcome. I'll plough and shave the gentleman's noggin for half price.
Give me a haircut. As long as your hands aren't too shaky.
Let's see. Is it clean shave first? I like the full beard. If the Xbox One had mods for The Witcher 3, I would have the mod to have like this style right here with this outfit. It looks awesome. And I honestly wish that, I wonder why CG Projekt Red decided to change the designs from the default silver and steel blade that Geralt has. Because they're all freaking different. Like on the box art, I know there's a mod for it on PC to change it back, change it to what they were in the trailers and whatnot. If I'm not mistaken, in the Ladies of the Wood, there was a cutscene that a witch hunter actually had that steel sword that Geralt had in the trailers and whatnot. I'm like, where's that sword at? Like, I want it. It's so freaking dope.
With a library.
The library. Alright, how much time we're going? We're an hour into this video, and I'm just gushing, just doing stuff. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this video, just taking a look back and I guess reminiscing is the right word, and feel a little nostalgic playing this game. because I am really enjoying myself. I wasn't going to try to play this game again, because like I said, like it like broke my heart playing the ending of this game when I first played through it, because I didn't want it to end. Then when I played the game another 5-6 times, I'm like, oh no, like my heart's being broken again. Never got the bad ending in this game, mind you. I just cannot freaking do it. I did remember when I first beat The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt and I put it on YouTube. People were like, "Oh, you let Roach die and you let Dijkstra take over the Redana army and beat Nilfgaard." I'm like, "Oh, that sounds good because Nilfgaard sucks." And Dooney, what's his name? Charles Dance. What's the freaking character's name? Emperor Emir. There we go. He's not a good guy. He dies and whatnot, and the North wins. But I'm like, I guess letting Roach live was the best idea. Hey, that's what I did with the other 5 playthroughs, so hey, you can't blame me. Alright, let's go to Skellige. Then I'm going to switch over to my other playthrough, or my other save file. Skellige, the Skellige Isles. Where's Kertrol? There we go. The Viking territory, Skellige. Hey, it's raining again. God Jesus. Yeah, it kind of makes sense. What great storylines that we had up in here, Skellige. The betrayers, the freaking. What was that mission called? I totally forgot. Where the freaking kind of like the Red Wedding happened, but there was like 2 bears around here. Of course, I had the homegirls, Ceres, be queen. Made sense. It sucks that her dad got killed by Aridin. A normal human going up against the king of the wild hunt never goes right. Alright, let's see if I can make this jump. One. Oh, nailed it. Wait, nope, I didn't nail it. Yep, I nailed it. Nope, didn't nailed it. Let's see if I can make this jump. I made this jump before. Alright, this time I nailed it. There we go. Now, I think recently, what was it, a couple of days ago, someone from CG Projekt Red said that if or when a Witcher 4 happens, they would like to explore Ciri's story some more, her backstory and her future. I'm like, that's cool, but isn't... I've always said that, if I'm not mistaken, Ciri is the most powerful character in the Witcher universe. Other than Gaunter O'Dim, Ciri is OP. Because she can just teleport out of dangerous situations. Unless they somehow nullify her powers in The Witcher 4. But at the end of my Witcher 3 Blood and Wine walkthrough, back in 2017, I believe, ladies and gents, or 16, whenever that expansion came out, I said what I would like to see from Witcher 4 is something I have not seen from any high fantasy video game or genre or anything really, is that I would like to see a more industrialized high fantasy game. I guess Final Fantasy is like that, like Final Fantasy 15 or even 7 Remake. Like, I want to see, like, The Witcher setting in the year 1358 or 1472 or 1588. But it's always in these medieval dark times. Like, Witcher 3 Wild Hunt takes place in 1272. About a couple of, wasn't it like 6 months after the end of Witcher's 2? So, yeah. So, it takes place in 1272. Definitely medieval times, you know what I mean? Like, what would it look like if it's in the year 1588 and the introduction of guns and stuff is introduced. Like, what would that look like? Mechanical swords or something? I don't know. Like, I would love to see that kind of futuristic, industrialized progression in The Witcher, instead of let's keep going medieval but have more different types of magic, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I would personally love to see from another Witcher game. Like Witcher 4 is not necessarily a reboot, but it takes place like 200-300 years in the future, and you play as, I don't know, I was about to say you play as like Geralt's freaking ancestor, or you play as Geralt's like great grandson and granddaughter, but I forgot, Witchers and witches, they are neutered or whatnot, they can't have children. Which is just like, come on now, come on son. But yeah, I guess exploring Ciri's backstory can be cool, or playing as Ciri could be cool, but how would that work? Because gameplay wise, like I said, she is OP. She has the elder blood in her. I mean, she stopped the White Frost, ladies and gents, the catastrophic, apocalyptic, whatever, I don't know. I would say that is probably the one thing about the Witcher 3 storyline I kind of didn't like, is the whole White Frost thing. I know in the books it's different, that the White Frost was just going to take over the world of the Witcher and destroy it, and Ciri, her job was to move everyone from this world to another one. But if I'm not mistaken, the White Frost in this game and the Witcher video games it's destroying all the worlds. And somehow Ciri goes through the portal, and I don't know. Well, did she freaking Kaioken Ultra Instinct in or some shit? I don't know. She did a spirit bomb. Dude, father-son or father-daughter Kamehameha? That'd be awesome. Sorry, I'm breaking in Dragon Ball and freaking Witcher. Hey, they make sense together. But yeah, I guess Witcher 4 with Ciri could make sense. I mean, it could. Like I said, she is massively OP, so how that works. I mean, CG Projekt Red, they're masterful masters at development, game design, and whatnot, so they know what they're doing. But I don't want to play as OP Ciri and just wreck shop over everyone. I do want to have some challenge. Granted, doing a lot of serious sections of The Witcher 3, I did die, but still, it's neither here or there right now. It's really not. Alright, I'm ready through Skellige. The Skellige theme song is playing. My dog Cassie just jumped on my bed after jumping off my bed when she heard my other dog Junior, the husky, growling outside. Probably because my older brother's probably playing with him. It's like, we live in an apartment. Don't let him run around. It's noisy. Plus, it's like, what, almost 10 o'clock at night right now? Don't want to disturb anyone. Oh, golly. Alright, about an hour, 16 minutes. I'm not gonna lie. I can honestly vent for probably like another hour about what more that I loved about The Witcher. What else? I mean, my criticism and the things I didn't like The Witcher was, I pretty much already said about all the question marks, all of the... What is that? Oh my god. The random glitches and stuff not and whatnot, quest breaking, but I pretty much already said my piece on that stuff. Sorry if you guys were looking for a more, I don't know, analytical video going through the past of The Witcher and everything. I just wanted to play The Witcher League, just play some of The Witcher 3 again, reminisce on the awesomeness, the amazingness of The Witcher 3, and just give you guys, you know, my feelings 5 years later on this game. It's still awesome. Feels like I'm about to choke up. I'm not, I promise. Oh, where you guys come from? I like it when these things drop when you kill them. It's like you just drop like a 50-pound weight. These mother efforts are heavy. Oh yeah, another thing about the music of The Witcher 3, other than what I said about the Siege of Project Red choosing different music to fit different sections, city sections and whatnot. Something that I personally think is also amazing is Siege of Project Red choosing different battle music for different fights. Well, sure, some of the battle music in like Valorant it's all the same, some, but there's a lot of it is just different and it's unique. I'm like, just that line of thinking, like it's like anime level of I don't know, musicry. That's not even a word. I'm sorry. Like in anime, a lot of times during different fights, I mean, they play like sometimes, most of the time, I would say, the same theme song, but a lot of the times it's, other times it's different. And in other video games, it's just the same battle theme song when you play, when you fight someone. I mean, Devil May Cry is a perfect example. Like, Devil May Cry 5 is my personal favorite Devil May Cry game, and I feel like I personally love those soundtracks in Devil May Cry more than in DMC 3 or DMC or Devil May Cry 1. Let's not speak of DMC 2, please. Like freaking Devil Trigger. That's not gonna get out of my head, but that's literally the only battle song that Nero has. Sometimes the boss fight songs are different, but that's just his theme song that when he gets into a fight. Pull my Devil Trigger. I am the White Wolf, killing the White Wolf. Dandelion, sing me tunes on why you call me the White Wolf again. Because, Geralt, your neck is like a sexy goose. They're awesome. What a funny freaking! I laughed my butt off the first time I heard that in the Netflix series. That was really funny. And Henry Cavill's reaction when I forgot the actor's name when the actor who plays Jaskier in the Witcher show said that to those two women, "Your neck is like a sexy goose." His reaction is priceless. So good. God, even the theme song for The Witcher 3 changes when you go from day to night. Just, man, everything about this game so good. This theme song is more dark and mysterious. God, I love it. Siege of Project Red, I would pay you $2 if you put out a freaking DLC mission. I don't care. I could just hunt a pig or something. I just want more reasons to come back to this game other than once a year when, the anniversary of the game, when the game came out, just to play it. And I wonder, whenever Witcher, the Witcher Season 2 comes out, will I come back and play The Witcher 3 again? Because that was like my main driving force for playing The Witcher 3 a sixth time, I think. 6th or 7th time, I think. Because the Netflix show was so freaking great. Wasn't there a freaking Witcher gear up there? I forgot. No, I think I got all the ones I want. But who uses the Skull of the Griffin? What is wrong with you? It makes you look like you have a beer belly. I don't like it. Alright, I think I'm kind of done venting. Let me wrap this up by going through my main save of The Witcher 3, where pretty much I did every single freaking quest and whatnot. Boy, these loading screens really do kill you. What up, waifu Triss? So lovely, so lovely. So she doesn't have that freaking dress on, that DLC dress. She looks great. They really did. They really did an amazing job making her look like a freaking princess. I love it. There's my dope digs. Got all my armor sets and everything. Wait. Oh man, I forgot. I didn't have another painting. This is my room. Oh yeah, isn't this what Triss wore in the mission? Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Amazing game, right? Masterpiece game. My favorite game of all time. I mean, there's of course, and plenty of chances for other games to take that place, but so far there hasn't been. There just has not been. And it sucks. Yeah, level 84. I did a lot, ladies and gents. I seriously did a lot. Got Aerodite too. This blade is freaking OP, by the way. Silver Sword and Blood and Wine. If you're playing through Blood and Wine, I think it's the what do you call people? The Hermit mission, the Lady of the Lake mission. That's where you get Geralt's sword from The Witcher 1. The blade's OP. Highly recommend getting it. But yeah, I got my full setup here. Got that Ard. I never really delved too deep into Axie and Erden. I'm more of an aggressive player than a person who stands back and let the monsters and people get poisoned and whatnot, and use stuff like Axie and Erden. That's why I always play like a knight or whatever, knight errant. I was about to say like an MMO, but the only MMO I really dived into was Black Desert Online, which I probably should get back to. Yeah, let me look at the world map. So like I said, I think I did every single quest in this game. It's all completed. There's only 2 quests that I did fail. Collect them all, which I think it's because I lost a match of Gwent. Man, I just couldn't get all the cards. Gangs of New York. Oh crap! Mission in action. Missing in action in White Orchard. It was the mission, I think, the side quest where you had to find this one dude's brother. He was a Redanian army soldier. And when you find him, he's with a Nilfgaardian soldier. The funny thing is, I did this mission in my first 3 or 4 playthroughs. I guess I just forgot. In Gangs of New York, I just didn't go and talk to Cleaver. But yeah, other than that, I did every single mission. And hopefully the game doesn't... Okay, there we go. Every single mission I found, or tried to find, I did it. Side quests, main quests, hunts, did them all. I just wanted to keep playing this game. I just wanted more of this game. Some may call this, ladies and gents, an obsession, but I don't. It's not like I freaking at night masturbate to the box art of The Witcher 3. That's crazy. I do it with The Witcher 2 freaking box art. Idiots. No, I'm just playing, but still. Yep, did all this crest. You know what? Not gonna lie, this is a lot more quests than I thought. I wonder how many total quests are there in The Witcher 3? Probably what, 200? Big world map. Yeah, I got all the question marks here. God, wherever that mission was where you had to do Roach start to talk. Freaking so funny. Let's see, got all the question marks in Velen, which took me forever. I wanted to give up so many times, but I'm like, no, sir. Yeah, I got all the question marks here. Pop out. Got all the question marks in the White Orchard, which is pretty easy. Doesn't take too long. Skellige is the only place where I didn't get all the question marks. I think I got a good 75% of them. It's just these. They're all treasures and whatnot. And yeah, sunken treasures and whatnot. I don't think they're quests. Like, I honestly 100% believe they're not quests. They're just treasures. Yeah, this is my playthrough. Level 84. God. So yeah, ladies and gents, Witcher 3, Wild Hunt, 5 years later. This game still blows me away. It's still a masterpiece, a 10 out of 10 in my personal opinion. It succeeds where few games do in storytelling. Characters art, characters growth, the plot, the music that just fits and just makes everything come together. The world building, the lore, the gameplay, which I wouldn't say isn't great anymore. I would say it's really good. To the point that it does not annoy me. And this game is pretty damn beautiful, in my personal opinion. So yeah, Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, ladies and gents, 5 years later, a masterpiece. Hearts of Stone, the DLC that came out, I think the same year, right? In 2015 or 2016. It's freaking amazing. Gaunter Dim is a fantastic villain. I highly recommend you guys pick that expansion up. Witcher 3 Blood and Wine is a fantastic, great end cap to Geralt's story. It's cool they brought back that one vampire guy from, I think, The Witcher 1 or from the books, but I never played The Witcher 1 or I read the books. So yeah, the only one thing that still boggles my mind to this day, that leaves my heart, my ultra super mega Witcher fan-ness heart, amiss. Yorvith and Saskia. Granted, in The Witcher 2, you can choose if Saskia lives or dies. In my playthrough, and when I first started The Witcher 3, Saskia is still alive, to the point where I asked Philippa where Saskia is, and she's like, she's somewhere, she says she doesn't know. The last time she saw her, I think she was like, she's somewhere in the north flying around, in Yorvith. And I said this when Blood and Wine was coming out, and there was still no Yorvith, and I already knew it was already confirmed that this is the last of Geralt's story. Yorvith, to me, in my personal opinion, ladies and gents, is just as important of a character, or even more important than Vernon Roach, because he's the leader of the Squirreltail, and he played a humongous role in The Witcher 2. I felt like more than Vernon Roach. And he wasn't in Blood and Wine. Personally, how I would have set it up to introduce Yorvith was, depending on what ending you got in The Witcher 3, you could romance Triss and you're in Kovir, you romance Yennefer and you're somewhere in the north just banging out all freaking day, or you decide not to romance anyone, you're just up in Kaer Morhen with Eskel and just killing monsters and whatnot. You get a letter. And it's like, hey, I'm into some trouble. Can you help me? From your old friend, signed I, or L, however you spell Yorvith. And you go to Toussaint, and you meet up with Yorvith. And you just start out with that. And that trouble could be Saskia returned and she's messing about or whatever, or Yorvith got in trouble with some vampires. I don't know. Like, I wish Yorvith was in this game in some shape or form, not just by name or mention. But God, I miss that man. So freaking dope. So yeah, like I said, ladies and gents, Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. 5 years later, it's still my favorite game of all time. In my personal opinion, it's the best game of this generation. It's just amazing. It succeeds, like I said, masterpiece quality level with storytelling, the world, the music, the lore, the characters art, the quest storyline, they just don't feel like filler. They feel meaningful, even though if they don't have an impact on the main story. Like, so much thought and love was put into this game, and it breaks my heart. After this video, I'm just gonna turn off this game because I have to do other gameplay walkthroughs and probably won't be able to get back to this game because I don't know. It's just, I wish there was more I could play in The Witcher 3 just to go back and just live in this world some more, because God Jesus. CJ Projekt Red, or CD Projekt Red, in my personal opinion, ladies and gents, they fucking knocked it out of the park. 10 times over, home run did with The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. And by golly, I cannot wait for Cyberpunk 2077 to drop this September to see how that game pans out, because I think that game's going to be another amazing freaking game. So yeah, again, ladies and gents, sorry if you guys were looking for a more analytical video, if this wasn't too analytical, like going through the past of The Witcher and CD Projekt Red. Like I said, I just wanted to, you know, turn on this game, grab my microphone, and record me just gushing about and playing through this game, playing through some parts of this game, just running through this game again, because I love this game a lot. It's the 5th anniversary. It's my favorite game of all time. So yeah, sorry if you guys didn't like this video. Don't know what I could do about that. I guess you could say, Beta, you could be a better YouTuber. I'm like, dude, I know, I'm not that good, but still, you didn't have to freaking say it like that. Even though I'm a really big guy, I have feelings. I do cry a lot. Anyways, ladies and gents, thank you all for watching this, and thank you all for joining me for this video of me gushing about The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Before I end this video, in the comment section down below, to whoever's watching this or made it this far, I mean, I will post this in my pinned comment. Tell me, what's your top 3 favorite Witcher 3 songs, and your top 3 or even 6 Witcher 3 missions. Tell me what's your favorite signs, your swords, your gear, your armor sets, what ending you went with in The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt, and in Blood and Wine, and Hearts of Stone. Tell me it all. I want to know, what are your guys' thoughts on The Witcher 3? What did you guys do for story choices when you play through The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt and Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine? Like, I want to know. Like, I just want to know all of it. Well, let's just gush about this game because it's so freaking good. And of course, if you have some beefs with this game, please tell me in the comment section down below, and make sure you bring a napkin because beef is very delicious. And some Gatorade, grape, delicious as well, of course. So yeah, before I let you guys go, let me tell you guys what my next gameplay walkthrough is going to be. I'm planning on doing a full gameplay walkthrough, hopefully fingers crossed, of Saints Row the 3rd Remastered, which drops I think this Friday. Then after that, I will be doing a full gameplay walkthrough of Minecraft Dungeons. I'll probably be streaming both of those games, hopefully fingers crossed. I mean, I just upgraded to gigabit internet, so hopefully my streams will be looking a little bit better. And yeah, those are my next 2 gameplay walkthroughs, so be expecting videos and probably streams of those games very, very soon, sometime probably this week. Yeah, this week or beginning of next week. And yeah, so yeah, before I let you guys go from this video, if you guys could please leave a like on this video if you guys like what you saw. Please subscribe for more content. It helps out the channel a lot. Also, when you do subscribe, make sure you click that little bell next to the subscribe button so you can start receiving notifications when I post videos or when I go live with a live stream. Please share my channel and my videos so all your friends, family, cats, and dogs, and whoever who not. And you guys can all follow me on Twitter at Baytuh, Baytuh. And I also have a Patreon page. If you guys could please go over there, donate starting at the $2 tier so I can keep making some cool shits. And that's over here at this youtube.com/Baytuh. That is patreon.com/Baytuh, Baytuh. Also, if you guys don't have a Patreon page or you do not want to use Patreon, but you have a PayPal account, I also have a PayPal account you can donate to. That is paypal.me/Baytuh, Baytuh. And without further ado, ladies and gents, my name is Malcolm, also known as Baytuh, and I will catch you guys all on the flip side. Peace. Oh, hey, Trish.
Yes, Geralt?
Hashtag Team Triss.